the dream or the vision of Dream Worldwide. So when I say to you, what is the vision of Dream Worldwide? What comes to mind? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And the reason why we started Dream Worldwide, because when I joined my first company 15 years ago, we actually had a team name called The Train. Some of you guys were a part of that. And The Train started in Washington State with some people out there that were building the business that I joined with. And what happened was I pretty much came on board, and it became like a bigger community, not just in Washington. We started growing rapidly all over because my friends and resources were all around the world. Being in the military, I knew people all around the world. So we no longer could be called The Train, which was actually the Northwest train, because if you know the Seattle train, there's a hot popular train that goes through the Northwest. So they called themselves The Train. And then we decided to rename our team because we were growing rapidly all over, that we wanted something more powerful. And Infinity is very well known and respected all across the world. I know if John's still on the call, he's got a tattoo, I got a tattoo, and it's a very powerful statement. If you don't know the meaning of infinity, it's like forever going, never ending. And we wanted to represent that for ourselves. And when we transitioned, or just before we transitioned, there were some challenges between the leadership and the team where there was just not enough communication taking place and action on the promises that were being put out. So I decided to step up to protect our team and launch Dream Worldwide. And for me, my hashtag was, or not my hashtag, but my business name was Making Dreams a Reality. And I had conspired that because like that was my purpose in life, was to help people make their dreams a reality. And I really stood by that. And I still do to this day. And I still have my company name based around that, called that. And when we transitioned to Viago, at the time it was Secret. So World Ventures was our first company, and we partnered with Secret to incorporate products because nobody was traveling. We continued Dream Worldwide and just really stood behind it. And one thing that I found with me versus any other leaders that I've ever worked with that have been in the industry longer than me was that I was really always staying consistent. And there's a team call every Sunday. And if it wasn't a team call, it was because I was sick or we were doing something or we were at an event. So it was always, no matter what, there was a team call. And we had such great leaders stepping up like Lene and Barbara and John. And I don't want to miss anybody, but we have people doing the team calls. And we still are incorporating that. We bring in guests. And it really is just based off of the team's mission and the team's dream. So from that point, I decided to launch through reading this book. After partnering with Secret, now Club Viago, there was a gentleman who's been in the industry since he was a teenager, since he was 17. And he's like, I read this book, Think and Grow Rich, from front to cover every day for 7 years straight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never read the book, let alone 7 years straight every day. So I was like, well, if I want what he has, I need to go do what he's done. And that's what I love about our industry, and really in anything in business. If you want something that somebody has, you just got to go do what they did. And what I love about our industry is that they're willing to teach you. Like, they're willing to help you get to where they're at, if not surpass them. And I never found that anywhere else. So I was always open to learning what they did because I knew it was not of their best interest, it was of my best interest. And I really felt that. So after reading the book over and over and over again, and still to this day, we read the book over and over and over again in our Freedom Alliance Mastermind, it dawned on me that I didn't have a mastermind group. So we formed the Freedom Alliance Mastermind. And we also meet every Sunday at 4 p.m. And this is a group of people that just want more accountability. more community, more access to sharing their work ethics and their struggles and their challenges and their accomplishments, and not to mention continuing accountability to read and do the work. So we decided to also create a mission statement and standards, because every company, every successful business has those things. And every traditional old school force, whether it was a military force or a kingdom, has these things. They have symbols, they have, what do they call it? Their honor, their shield of honor, or their name of honor, right? So we decided to put this together as well with the Freedom Alliance Mastermind. And it's been quite some time, but we actually adjusted our mission statement. And I want to share that with you before I start asking you the questions on and hearing the response on what do you want in life? Because it's not just about Viago, but it's really like, what is it that you're out to do? What's your purpose? What is it that you really want? Like if you were to pass tomorrow and you can happily say that I achieved this and I was a part of something great, what was that? What is it? Or what are you striving for? So our mission statement with Dream Worldwide and the Freedom Alliance Mastermind is that we hold ourselves to the highest, bravest, strongest, and purest nature. We say this with the utmost honor, dignity, and pride in representing the Freedom Alliance Mastermind and the human race. We safeguard the human race with speaking into awareness of health, purity, fortune, and abundance, while standing firm in immortality and welcoming blessings with positive energy in all aspects of life. Together, we win big. And then, of course, we have standards in order to participate in the group, but that's not really important tonight. I just wanted to share that with you because we hold that very close to our hearts and we mean every word with it. And we ended up adjusting some of the words, because some of the words that we used to have were a reflection of like negative things that we didn't want, even though we were just stating that we didn't want it. But the reality is that because we are stating it, we bring it up to our reality in the communication. So we adjusted it, and I just wanted to share it with you. If you love it, awesome. If it's a little weird or not setting with you, we'd love to know whether you want to share it now or whether you want to share it with me privately. Because this is not just Melanie's team, Lorena, Castellina, Barbara, Lene's team, Brandy, Matt's, Nate's, Phil. This is our team. And we want to make sure that it's a participation with all of us. So yes, can you send it in written form? Yes, I actually will post it, a picture right now, into the Telegram chat so you can see it and you can read it. I like that, Brandy, so thanks for pointing that out. And if you want to, get more understanding around it, or you want to adjust it, again, this is our team. So we want to be open to everybody and hear everybody's input. How can you join the Freedom Alliance Mastermind? Yes, great question, Lorena. So we can, you can meet with us on the 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern on this same channel. And we'll read the standards to you, or I can tell them to you privately. And if it's something that fits you, then yeah, we'd love to welcome you. It's open to anybody, but there are some standards in order to maintain your spot in the group, because we want to make sure that this is like the group that is elevated and is moving forward and really represents Dream Worldwide as the people that are, making it happen. And you could probably be making it happen outside of it, because there are standards and there are things that you need to accomplish to be a part of it. It just holds you more accountable to your business in Viago and in everything you do in life. So I posted it. You can take a look at it. You're so welcome. And if you want to discuss it, we can answer any questions. But at this point, I really would like to hear some comments, whether you unmute yourself or you share it in the chat, on what is your vision? What do you want in life? Not just in Viago, but what do you see? What are you out to get? What's your purpose? And for me, I'll share that my dream is really to create, I would love to create the biggest team in network marketing and have a team yacht with a helicopter pad and a safe haven dance studio for human trafficking victims. Because again, going back on, giving, the more you give, the more you receive. And doing that by finding people that will fit our community in Viago, allowing people to have the freedom and the lifestyle that we get to enjoy here together. Okay, so there's a question on the mission statement. So thank you for posting. Can you explain more by what you mean on standing firm in immortality? So standing firm in immortality is just being able to represent a living life and not having fear of anything that can harm us or each other. And knowing that in this life, I believe that there is existence in spiritual life. So after this life, the immortality, like we continue to live this in other forms of reality. So it may be hard if you don't believe that there's another life after this or another existence after this. But I personally do believe in spirits and angels and heaven. So we say that because we don't just end in this reality. Like our soul continues on. So that's what immortality means. Matt says that he wants freedom and my own chunk of land. I love that. Like where would you like a chunk of land? Because I can also relate. I have a sticky note here that says Dreamland Island. I want our own island that we can all go to and no no electronics are allowed. No computers, no cell phones. Like you have to leave your phone and electronics at the boating dock. Because
but
it's like a place.
Don't we have to keep sharing the club though?
Yeah, but this is
No.
a place where like we eventually have our teams sharing without us and we could just like go and escape and be outside of the box of
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you'll come. Jennifer says my purpose making life better is to be a better version of myself than what I was and being compassionate with myself and others. Yes, I love that. So thank you for sharing. And I would love to hear everybody's. So whether you share it tonight or you send it to me personally, it's really important to know this. And as we got you started, you probably recall we asked you, hey, why'd you join Viago during your onboarding? What is it that you want? What's on your bucket list? How much money do you want to make? But this is like a little more deeper connection versus just your onboarding, right? Because we always say we want money, we want time freedom, right? We want to spend time with more our family. Castellina says freedom in my own set of islands, both the Netherlands and another in the area of Britain. I love it. I'm coming to visit. Nate says create a legacy into perpetuity. I hope I said that right. Find a voice that is loud enough to be heard. Yes, brother. You're going to see that this weekend in our events. We're known as a company to have the best events. There's people that come to our events just to see how we run our events so they can go incorporate it in their companies. So you're in for a treat and you will start hearing your voice through these events. And that's where I found mine and the person I've become. I'm so grateful for the events because of the knowledge and the people and the skills I've gained. Lorena, my personal mission is to help improve quality of life for all humans. Right now, teaching golf, one of the best games ever in my medium. Yes, and she's really good at it. I love it. So with that being said, what would you say the team's mission is or the team's goal is? What they say in this book, the 4 disciplines of growth is what is the wildly important goal? Like if we came together, which we are, And we're all in the same room at a conference table. And we said, what is the most important goal to achieve for Dream Worldwide? What comes to mind for you?
Hey Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mainly my goal is mainly to have financial statement and then with the team actually have the freedom to actually go wherever we want to. So if I say, hey Mel, hey team, hey y'all want to go to Bali or Fiji? Hey, let's go. Everybody has that chance to actually do it. So we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that because of the freedom that
Okay.
we have.
So the ability to go on annual team trips without the question of financial burden.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Dream Worldwide. Okay. Barbara also likes that, she said. Matt says unity, help each other to conquer our goals and crush Viago. Okay. But I'm looking for more of a like precise answers. Like what kind of goal? Barbara says to grow internationally. Okay.
I
Well,
said
we
to
are
grow
already.
family.
Our team is now in 6 countries. Roy right now is building in the Philippines, in the Panama, not Philippines. So we are actually international already. Castellina says to grow together as a family community and share in each other's dreams and goals. But like what dreams and goals? What would be our most important goal as a team? Brandy says my life's purpose to create spaces for those that feel othered. I stand in freedom of self authenticity and agency in being unapologetically who you are and celebrating our differences as they make us all stronger as a community. It's also my goal to own land and build a safe haven for anyone that needs it, and especially those who love to create art, music, performance, etc. I love that. Okay, so generational wealth. Yeah, that's a good one. Can you imagine a team if we were all on this call together and we're like, hey, we have, millions of dollars in the account and it's there left for our children's children. It's children. Like this is the mastermind of the millionaire call of Dream Worldwide. Can you imagine? Like we have once a month a millionaire Dream Worldwide call. William Green, welcome to the call, my friend. What an honor to see you. And Rich, welcome, Rich. Great to see you, my brother.
Something bigger, Mel. Have our own
Yeah.
island so we can actually have our own vacations, everything else. They come to the Dream Worldwide vacation home. Let's go.
Yes.
Island wide.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. We will have annual trips to Dream Worldwide Island. Absolutely. Nathan says to shine bright, be the light to others who might be trapped in darkness. Yes, I like that. But what does shine bright mean? Like how do you put that in a goal? So I was thinking about this because I knew it's kind of like we don't get asked this question. It's not a normal thing to say, "Hey, what is your biggest goal as a team?" And what boils it down is it starts with the simplest thing, which I believe it would be Club 6. To have everyone on this call have a free membership. I see Matt say yes. I see Castellina say yes. Phil says yes. And that's where it starts, right? Because once we promote, hey, Dream Worldwide's mission is to is everything we said in the mission statement. And then to help you become Club 6, to have a free club membership. Nathan agrees. And from there, we start adapting the leadership calls. We already have a bronze call. We have a bronze call group. And from those groups, we also start establishing the wildly important goals. Brandy says yes. Barbara says yes. Thomas says yes. So this is how it starts. The Dream Worldwide team's mission stated, and we help you get Club 6. From then, we move to our bronze group, or our bronze group, and we say, okay, what is the wildly important goal as a bronze member? So if you're not sure what bronze is, that means you're at the first level residual, 5 left, 5 right, you have 10 people on your team. And then it would probably be like, hey, the wildly important goal for bronze group would probably be to get to gold or silver, right? And then it grows from there. And then we could have these groups where everybody that is a blue diamond says, yeah, we want to create our wildly important goals to create generational wealth income. And then the millionaire group of Dream Worldwide, his mission is to have our own island and have these trips that are affordable for everybody to go on, that is in all the leadership groups, right? And it starts off with this group saying, hey, we're going to go get Club 6. So from that point, Lene concurs. Matt says rank up from where we are at. Yes. Phil says Club 6, no monthly fee. Free for we. I like that. So this is how it starts, right? So we're all in agreement that our wildly important goal is to be Club 6. So now that that's the case, what is the accountability around this? So this call is going to go a little longer. Normally we stay at an hour, and very rarely we go a little longer. So if you're able to stay, awesome. If not, you'll catch the recording, because this is important that we finally move on. We know what our goal is. We know what our mission statement is. And now it's the time to ask us, okay, well, how do we start developing this task and staying accountable towards each other? And it talks about in this book, keeping a compelling scoreboard, which is why you recently saw Carrie and Leisha posted the list of everybody that qualified for the mastermind and the VIP social at Elevate, right? Because it's important to recognize those people. And I don't know about you, but I wasn't on that list. Did you guys notice that? Like, your leader, Melanie Levitz, was not on the list, okay? And it sucked. And it always reminded me in grade school, like when you went to go try out for a sports team and you weren't on the list, like, damn, I didn't make it. But it energizes you more to want to be on the list. Anybody was not on the list that's like, man, I got to go get on that list? Or is it just me? Yeah, Phil.
Me.
Okay. I know Castellina. Yeah. Roy was like, I got to get one more to get to the top of the list, right? So this is why it's important to keep a compelling scoreboard. So now we have our wildly important goal, and now we have to create a discipline that acts on lead measurements in order to achieve that. So what would it look like from now until December 4th for everybody on this call to get their 6 and be qualified? And if you haven't heard, if you're going to Cabo, which most of us are here, they're going to do a lot of recognition at the events, whether you're at the pool party or the private celebrity beach concert on the beach. They're going to do in between intermissions and sessions and say, hey, everybody that's Club 6, come to the front. We want to shout you out and take a picture. And we're all up there because of this meeting here today. So what does that look like? So let's work the numbers backwards. In order to get an action on this measurement, in order to achieve that, we're in the month of September. So we have all of October, all of November, and then partial December, right? Very little December, 4 days of December. So really we have let's say 2.5 months. So we break down the numbers. If you don't have any personals, that's okay. We're going to literally show you right now what that looks like. So in order to get 6, you pretty much just need to go show 30 to 60 people in a matter of 2 months. Let's just play it safe and call it 2 months for calculations. So let's just say out of every 10 people you show, 2 sign up. So that's 60 people you need to go show, right? To get 2, to get 6, right? Is my numbers right? Yeah, okay, just want to make sure. So if you have 60 people to show between now and December 4th, and you only, let's just say you only have 2 months, which is 60 days, that means you just need to boil it down to showing 1 person a day. Can everybody feel like they can show 1 person a day? Kind of, sort of. So then it goes back to what you wrote. Like, what is it that you want? You want to be a voice to be heard. You got to also be the voice that takes the action, right? Because if you want people to follow you in what you're doing in Viago, you got to also show them how you're having success. If you want a safe haven place for people to come to, or land and islands and trips, annual trips where money is not an issue, then 1 a day is really minimal, right? So going back to your why, and if it's not comfortable for you, that's okay. This is a more elevated call to help you and the team as a whole achieve their 6. Because let's be realistic, not everybody on this call is going to go do it, but a few of you will. And when we're standing there at the beach concert and they have an intermission and they're calling everybody up that are Club 6, you can look back on the last 60 days and say, hey, I put in the work and I supported the team because we all agreed that this is what our first goal is going to be as a team, that we go and achieve this, our most wildly important goal. So if there's an agreement, put I agree, or you can put I don't think that is a very realistic place to be. That's okay, because this is not Melanie's opinion. This is a team, right? This is what we're creating now to keep the scoreboard, to be able to help all of us get to 6. So we come up with 1 a day for the next 60 days. And again, this is if you don't have your 6 or 2 or 3, right? 1 a day for 60 days. Phil says 100%. Nathan, yes. Right. Matt says yes. Phil says yes. Lene agrees. Do the work and track it, from Matt. Lorena, love that. Keep a compelling scoreboard.
Ugh.
All right. Barbara. So with that being said, what does it look like to create a cadence now of accountability? So we know we want to we all want to get Club 6. We all know that it's 1 a day. Lorena's in 1 a day for 60. I'm with you, Mel. Love it. These are all comments coming in. So what does it look like now to keep accountable for each other? How can we create a compelling scoreboard?
That's our activity.
Barbara? Are you talking to us, Liv?
So post our activity. I like posting our activity and our results.
Okay.
Because when I
So
see other
posting
people,
activity.
when I see other people being active and getting results, like I showed 5, I got 2 today, or it motivates me. It's like, okay, get out, get up, get going. It helps me.
Yeah. And it says that in the book. So 1 is to make sure everyone knows the score at all times so that they can tell whether or not they are winning. So I think that posting the monthly sales from the group, or a weekly post of all the sales that came in from the group would be a great way to showcase, hey, this is where we stand for the next 60 days. And Brandy will start off on the top of the list with 4, right? Or she has 2 and she needs 4, right? So it could be like Brandy, 2 of 6. Melanie, 6 of 6, okay? Whoever else is in need. I know maybe Phil is like 3 close, right? So 3 of 3, 3 of 6. Lorena, 1 of 6. So that could be a way of doing it. And showing a measurement in the meanwhile of doing that for your own accountability, like Barbara mentioned, is posting, maybe how many people you showed for the week at the end of the week, or how many you showed for the day, right? Or how many you enrolled, and what's your activity. So that could be helpful if it is for you. I know for me, it was definitely helpful. I haven't done it in the last month, and it's something that I definitely want to get back into. Brandy says, what if we partner up with people that have a similar number and we keep each other accountable? Absolutely. I like that a lot.
What's a coastal phone accountability chain? Castellina put that in there.
Yeah. What is that, Castellina? Oh, we just lost her. She'll be back. Oh, she's got a presentation. So maybe text her. I don't know what that is.
I think she had a social.
Yeah. Lene put 6 of 6. Is that an accountability tracking, or you're just stating what you have?
I'm just stating what I have.
Okay, so me and Lene will be at the top, 6 of 6. So every week before the team call, we'll post where everyone's at.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then as far as accountability goes, if somebody is close, like Brandy said, to what you are you willing to stay accountable to that person? I know Phil likes competition, so maybe Brandy and Phil would be a great accountability partners. Yeah, Phil says yeah. What do you think, Brandy?
Yes.
Yeah, she already
Yay.
messaged me.
That's what she's
All right.
doing.
All right. On
Okay,
it.
so post weekly results. And then accountability partners. Anything else come to mind for you guys? Barbara talks about posting your activity. So Barbara, you want to start posting your activity. Did that help anybody else when we posted our activity in the groups? Was that motivating for people, or was it discouraging?
Oh, it was motivating, especially when you see somebody got 1. Now I got to get my 1. It's game on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked
Okay,
it. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a presentation at 10 a.m. Pacific time. If anybody's available to jump on with a testimony, I'd appreciate it. And
yeah,
just
for sure. Put it in the chat, Barbara.
Okay.
I want to get through this call. So we're just talking about the goals right now, because I know
Okay.
we're already 7 minutes past. So at this point, we know already our wildly important goal is to get 6, Club 6 by December 4th as a team in unity, right? Then our discipline is going to be to do at least 1 presentation a day for the next 60 days in order to achieve that. Okay, obviously, if you only need 4, then guess what? Your goal is less than that. But I'm sure that you have other big goals that maybe you want to be 10 square, 5 squared by the time we get to the event. So now you're not just walking stage at Club 6 in front of everybody, but now you're walking as a bronze with 5-5 on your team, right? So don't just stop at Club 6, continue going after your goals. So 1 a day for 60 days, if not more or less, is the act of discipline. And then the cadence of activity is as I will pull up the reports on Sundays, I'll post all of the stats every week, starting on the 21st, of what the numbers are. So we'll go through, and if you don't see your name on this week, after this call, I'll post it. Then let me know so I can update it with what your stats are, because it only lets me go back so far. So if you have more than what I posted, then let me know, or less, or if you're not on there at all. And then, of course, we'll do accountability. Phil and Brandy will stay accountable to each other. Lorena says, let's see who gets theirs first. And then also, if you want to participate with any other people in the call or in the team and do more accountability, then reach out. You guys have access to each other in Telegram, or you can contact me and I can connect you with anybody as well. And we'll stay accountable that way. And if we come up with some other ideas along the way, we can always incorporate them and enhance them. But now we know what the team's mission is and what the team's goal is to help everybody get 6. So we'll have an accountability board to stay attached to those goals. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Sounds great.
Yay! Awesome.
Yes.
Anyone have anything they want to add?
Mm.
Happy to be part of the team.
Yay!
Yes, let's go. And I'll see y'all in Ohio. I was trying to come up with a rhyme. You see.
Yes, if you guys aren't registered for Ohio, we have tickets at discounted prices, people looking for roommates, and Phil's driving, so you can even catch a ride with Phil.
And anybody
All right,
who's
love
coming
you
in
guys.
town early.
Yeah, let's go get our 6.
Let's
Let's go get
go.
6, and we'll
Let's
see you in
go.
Atlanta,
Thanks.
in Columbus,
Thanks,
Ohio. this
Melanie.
weekend.
Thanks to everyone.
Yeah,
You're
Bye,
so
thanks,
everyone.
welcome.
Thank you.
Have a fabulous week, everybody. Matt love always.
You
See y'all soon.
Everyone, have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Have a successful
Good night.
week. Bye,
everyone.
Matt. Bye,
See
Nate.
everybody. See you in Columbus.
Bye, Thomas. Bye, Lene.
Bye-bye. See you in
Bye,
Columbia.
Barbara.
Bye,
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 Bree.
everyone.
Bye, Phil.
See ya.